Yo boys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a video on early access games. Now, as you know, I love early access games, especially survival ones, because early access survival games mean there's so much stuff that can be added. With it not being fully released, there's so much stuff they can improve on, add, mess with to make people appreciate them more. Rust is a perfect example of this. DayZ is an example where I think it's just gone down and down. It's been in early access for far too long, and today I want to talk about why early access is becoming a bad thing. I know my last video was 5 early access games which I think are amazing, and today I'm going to be looking at the more negative side of early access, the side which people are seeing more and more often, where games are getting released on Steam, getting like 40-50k players, and they're not even in a fit state to be early access. In my opinion, some of these games are fucking atrocious piles of trash which developers are charging like £30 for, which I think is criminal and they should be arrested for this shit. Now without further ado, let me get straight in and highlight some games which I believe are unfit to be in early access. Now, I've got a great example for this first one. This is a game which has just recently come out, and I put it on my most hyped games of 2017, and it's called Conan Exiles. This game has released to a huge following, like Ark-esque following, like 50,000 people are on this game as we speak, and it is without a doubt the buggiest game I've ever had the displeasure of playing. The concept behind the game I absolutely love. One quick YouTube search revealed hundreds of videos, and I've borrowed this video off someone online just to outline the current issues. He's done a better video of capturing all the problems than I have. This is just the single player, and the multiplayer, you cannot walk forward without rubber banding like 20 seconds backwards, or just constantly like you're on end of a rubber band just flicking backwards and forwards, which is it's not a state to be released. Rust and Ark were not this bad when they released. Fucking DayZ, I believe, wasn't even this bad when it released in early access. And I know lots of you are going to say, oh, early access is supporting the developers, but you shouldn't release a game what's not even fit for early access and charge a full £30 for it. If you want to release it into early access, then charge a discounted rate like £10, £5. No one would be complaining at that rate. And then they proceed to take down every single official server 2 days after release. Every single server, and yet they're still charging £30 fucking pounds for this. And I wanted to be so excited for this game. I've had a love-hate relationship with this game so far. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll have seen it. Fucking hate this game. Oh, this game's brilliant. When you get into the swing of it and the lag doesn't plague you like every fucking 20 seconds like it seems to do with me, you can construct some amazing buildings. And the admins on the unofficial server seem to be a bit butthurt. I got banned from a server the other day just for complaining about the lag. Level 10 just built a base and they banned me from the fucking server. Now there's plenty of other games what I could rant and rave about. DayZ is another example of a game where they're charging full whack for. It's like £30 again, and it's still in early access 4 years after fucking release. It came out in 2013, we're now in 2017 and the game is still in early access. Now there's ways that we can stop this from happening. The first option is to stop buying early access games altogether, which I believe is not the answer. I believe that we do this by purchasing cheaper early access games. Reign of Kings was a good example. They're still updating the game and it wasn't full priced. It was about £10. I don't play the game anymore, but I had no quibbles paying that much for the game with what it offered at the time. Whereas all these developers currently releasing early access games are charging top dollar for it, and they're not putting enough content in the game to entertain a 2-year-old, which is a fucking big issue considering we're in 2017 and game developers are still getting away with this shit. All you who are fed up with early access, certain early access game devs, let me know in the comments. Let me know which game has turned you off the concept of early access. One game I think did it perfectly was Rust. Face Punch did an amazing job with that game. That is a great example of how early access works well. The game has undergone one huge like full game changing thing. They changed the engine, they've changed all the gameplay mechanics, and it gets weekly updates which many early access games do not get. and I think it is only about £15 on Steam. If you go on G2A, you can look and get the game for as cheap as £7, which is a fucking absolute steal. Arc can be argued from both sides. The rubber banding issues on that game were enough to put me off the game altogether. I purchased it once, I think I've played it 5 times, and every time I've played it, I've just come leaving the game with a sour taste in my mouth. I honestly think that game is overrated, very, very highly. It is a fan favourite. It is the most popular early access game at the minute, but I'm not liking the ideas of the devs releasing DLC for a game what isn't fucking fully finished. That is EA-esque. EA does stand for early access game, and they're following the publisher EA with the shady shit that they're pulling on that. One game what is really rising at the minute is H1Z1 King of the Kill. Last night that had 60,000 concurrent players, and that is another example of what I don't think you should do. They created one game initially, then split it down into 2, and are charging for 2 separate entities. I paid £20 for them both, which was a good deal, but now they're charging £20 each for H1Z1 Just Survive and H1Z1 King of the Kill. Now I understand that there's 2 different development teams for it now, but I still think it's a bit greedy charging for both when Daybreak Games have done so many games unlawful, just unfaithful. They've fucked up so many games and game franchises that they need to cut their fans slack. Anyway boys, I'm going to have to stop this because it's just a ranting video. But if you guys are wanting some gameplay videos, let me know in the comment section. Please smash thumbs up on this video, because I will be getting back to daily content from now on. I've got a week off work, so expect me to be grinding this shit out. My last 2 videos will be on screen now. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe. I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.
Bye, have a beautiful time.